famous vegetarian in history, Pythagoras. In fact, all vegetarians in history were called Pythagoreans. Pythagoras was one of the greatest geniuses of history. In fact, all geniuses are vegetarians, bar none, bar none, bar none, period. All the dunces were meat eaters in history, all of them. The murderers, the idiots, only vegetarians or vegans became geniuses. And so in his beautiful Metamorphoses, which means transmutation and sublimation of the human into a god, because that's why we're here. See the animal horns, the human is coming out like Sagittarius, that the human is rising above the animal nature by adopting human traits, by adopting human habits, and by ceasing to murder and eat corpses, etc. So I'm going to start my my ancient philosophical sharings with Ovid, okay, and then we're going to go to Leonardo da Vinci, Seneca, Porphyry, Plutarch, and many, many more of the great ones to see what they had to say, and so that we can share greatness with people so that they can be inspired. Please, here comes, I'm going to read some of the portions from the chapter book 15, dealing with Pythagoras. Okay, so here we go. Mortals, refrain from defiling your bodies with sinful feasting, for you have the fruits of the earth and the arbors, whose branches bow with their burden. For you the grapes ripen. For you the delicious greens are made tender by cooking. Milk is permitted to you too, and thyme-scented honey. Earth is abundantly wealthy and freely provides you her gentle sustenance, offered without any bloodshed. Some of the beasts do not eat flesh to allay their own hunger, although not all of them, for horses, sheep, and cattle feed upon grasses, but those of untamable nature, Armenian tigers, furious lions, wolves, and bears too, these creatures take pleasure in feasting on what they have slaughtered. What an indecency, mingling entrails with entrails, fattening one on the flesh from another one's body, saving the life of one by another's destruction. Surrounded by all of this wealth, so freely provided by earth, the best of all mothers, you wholly ignore it, choosing to mangle sad flesh with your cruel teeth, and delighted again to act out the rites of the Cyclops, unable ever to placate your stomach's voraciousness, your stomach's voracious desires, until at last you have murdered another. There you go, murdered. Ovid knows right choice. He's a poet, one of the greatest poets who ever lived, and vegetarian, of course, because how do you get greatness? Through the vegetarian path. There is no other way.